following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
The Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
It's a special day today on the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, W4CY.com. Why? Because I'm half ghost and half... Okay, so I'm in the studio right now, in the actual studio, and I'm using this virtual background, but in the studio I normally don't because I have cool stuff behind me and the chair, and it comes in, like you'll see, my chair is the ghost, not me. However, we're doing a test. We're doing a test of the emergency broadcast system, so I have to do it exactly the way that I would do this elsewhere. I even gave up surfing to do this today because it's actually a good surfing day, but some of us got to work. Maybe later I'll catch the sunset if the surf is still around. And so we're going to bring on the pipe nuts for today's show because this is a special edition. It's funny. I walk in the studio and Studio Nut, not Studio One, but Studio Nut. Okay. Studio Nut says to me, what is this going to be like Thirsty Thursday? and I was like, that's so funny because Chad used to say that. Okay. And then when he'd go out and gig on Thursday night at Nicole's for ladies night, he would say it over the mic. It's Thirsty Thursday. And they'd yell to the bartenders, hey, I'm thirsty. Like he would over the mic. He would yell up to the bartenders and yell their names and and the place is crowded. And he'd just yell over the mic, I'm thirsty. And they would bring him up a drink. And then nice. 10 or 11 Jack and Cokes later,
Brad was there.
Yeah. So first set was Chad. Now, mind you, Chad and I used to go pregame. Actually, he would pregame and I would babysit. But we would go pregame at Players Club down the street from Nicole's before he had to perform at Nicole's. So he'd down a couple Jack and Cokes there. I would drink my cranberry juice or water. And I would start no Chad. Rebel will tell you that was a thing. The pipe man would always be no. If the pipe man's telling you no, you're really kind of fucked up. Just being honest. Okay. So yeah. And then we would go to Nicole's and he'd do a little more warm up before starting a song and he'd still be Chad. And funny, when towards the end, when he started going all natural because of working at the station and listening to me, he had all this natural health hammered into his head. So he went all natural. Before that, after his gigs, we'd go to Denny's and he would order the most unhealthy, 2 plates of food, not just one. He was an ox. And he would order 2 plates of food of the greasiest, worst for you food there is. So then when he started getting healthy and he would he was very specific. He wouldn't eat it. He got obsessive about it. So he switched from Jack and Coke because Jack's not good for you and neither's Coke. So he switched to, he had to make sure it was organic tequila. And he would so he wouldn't get it at the bar anymore because they didn't have the stuff that he could read the label, make sure it was pure. And so he would bring his own bottle, and it would be in the back of his truck, and he'd be hitting that thing. And he's the only person I saw that was probably better on tequila than Jack Daniels. I'm like, okay. So, but he was a very honest person too. Like the most honest person you ever met. So one night we're leaving the Gypsy's Horse, which was across the street from here. And we were going to his house, and there was a caravan, 3 of us driving. And the cops pulled us over on his block. Like we're all turning. We all did a California roll past a stop sign. Cop pulls us over, goes up to Chad and says, "Have you been drinking?" He goes, "Yes, sir, I have." And they let us go.
At least he was honest.
Well, that's the point. Like, what are you going to do? Like, he was so emphatic about it. It wasn't like, yeah. He was like, "Yes, sir, I have." And he would give that like swagger, that cowboy swagger he had. And oh my God. But anyway, Thirsty Thursdays. So it's so fun as I'm thinking of different things to evolve the show that I've been making notes this week, actually. That came into my head literally yesterday, the Thirsty Thursday, and then Juan said it. So
must be a sign.
I think Chad is channeling through you, Juan.
Well,
he's even kind of now. He's got the shades on. He's kind of looking like Chad a bit. You know, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so yeah, today's a cool day. And it's a special episode. And it's only a special episode because I need to test something out. So I figured, fuck it. Instead of just testing it out, why not do a show? And if it's a major screw up and it's really bad, well, then I'll just lose all my listeners. But, you know, hey, it's worth it. And so, but what's more important about today is it's all about Rebel.
What?
First of all, do you have crabs?
No. Why?
It looks
Do
like
they even exist anymore?
It looks like you have a green crab on your head.
Oh, okay, what's the name of the little alien from Toy Story? The one with the, you know which one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh, loving the hair, Rebel. It says, loving the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Notice he said hair and not hair accessories.
She looks like if I were to write a comic book about Vikings, she would be the main character.
Why?
Well, can you tell her, Juan? She kind of looks like
why is that
like an alien Viking? Because whatever that thing is on your head, it's got the two things pointing up like
alien
a Viking hat. Yeah, because it's green, so I'm assuming it's an alien. It can't be a crab because crabs aren't green unless you leave them. Unless you leave them on your counter too long and they turn green. Oh, what? Oh, tell us what is today. Say it.
Alien Abduction Day.
So is that what's going on? Was I on the money with the alien shit? Oh my God, I was just harassing you. I didn't know I was actually right.
When you got abducted, did they leave the probe in? Is that why you're so uptight?
No, unfortunately, we got rescued before the probe came about.
Oh, you were looking forward to that part.
She likes the probe, though. She was like, really
yeah, she said, unfortunately, she was so sad about it. She was looking forward to it.
It was the first time in her life she said he took too long.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
You know what I realized, too, about Thursday? Is I forgot to brush out my hair because I put the gel in it, and then I normally brush it out, but I was driving here with the window open. I'm like, let me not brush it out yet so that it doesn't get messed up. And then I got here and I forgot to brush it out. So now I have, a different look.
Uh-huh. Well,
you have Jeep hair.
It's Jeep hair. I have Jeep hair. And there's probably some stupid people listening that are going, what is a Jeep hair? Is that like a a pair of. Is that like the G spot?
Oh God.
Does the G spot look like a pear? Is that what you're saying? G pear. But anyway, okay. Except for the main one, the awesome one, Rebel, can you please go through the days today, especially the ones like, so if this is the first time you've, seen this segment where we talk what day it is, these are actual national days, 100% for real national days. Okay. And some of them are absolutely stupid. Yeah. So those are the ones that Rebel's going to bring up, and I'm going to tell her how ridiculous she is. Okay. But then there's the good ones
these days.
So we're trying to find out which are the ones I like and which are ones I think are just ridiculous stuff that only a Louisiana person would like.
Oh, jeez Christ. Here we go. All right. And speaking of that, Atheist Pride Day.
Oh, wait. Atheist Pride Day. Okay.
Yeah.
What are they believing in that they have pride?
I don't know. I don't study their
Okay, what's the next one?
Oh, geez. Bibliomania Day.
Bibliomania Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet that has to do with the library. The biblioteca. I fucked up saying it too. Like, I don't know what happened. I got like a tick and it made me say something at the end different. So tell us what it's about, Rebel. Am I on the money with that
Bibliomania? You are. Do you want to know about Bibliomania?
I do, because I love libraries and books.
No, everybody knows he's just going to cut me off as we go along with this, but okay. It is the love of books. All right. So,
okay, so in 10 seconds, you said it was it's the love of books. Well, 5 seconds, you were like again, proof of that.
I was waiting for you to interrupt me. I am.
You know what's funny? Funny? Today is also Canada Reads Day, and I want to see Louisiana read because so far it hasn't been working out.
Wait, Canada Reads Day. We should get okay. Here, hold on. We're going to do something. But go ahead, Rebel. Keep talking. Forget that one. Go on to the next one.
You're gonna call Dr. Nicole. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one. Companies That Care Day. Okay.
She was pausing for a raise.
The next one.
You know what? It also happens.
Anyway, so
it also, okay, I just got to say, if I got a spray tan, I would be just like Donald Trump and I would say, you're fired.
Oh, God.
That would have been
good. Does that mean it's National Spray Tan Day?
We could make it. I mean, like someone makes all these holidays up anyways.
I heard, I heard for satire, I heard that Donald Trump removed Martin Luther King Day to replace it with National Spray Tan Day as a holiday. So from now on,
spray pan,
yeah. I had a little bit of a Biden moment there. Sorry, and I'm an equal opportunity, bus chopper
offender. Yes.
Okay, so talk about Spray Tan Day since I got to that one.
I haven't gotten to the list. I haven't seen that one on the list. I don't know where that is.
Oh, you might be going to a different website than me then. Are you going to the National Day website?
I go to a different one, yes. So, we covered companies that care. No, it's not. It's real. No, it's not.
It's funny that they all show different things because I'm looking at the one that says daysoftheyear.com.
Yeah, and I've actually met these people. We actually have their calendar. It's a calendar. It's a National Day calendar, okay? And they have for today, National Spray Tanning Day, third Thursday in March. They have National Farm Rescuer Day. Do either one of you have that one?
There's so many on the list today. Seriously.
So Rebel mentioned Atheist Pride Day. I have Hufflepuff Pride Day.
How about
yes,
how about National Proposal Day? Here's what we're going to do. Today is National Proposal Day. How about if I call women?
It's also Kiss Your Fiancé Day.
How about if I call women live on the air and propose?
What are you going to propose? A free Groupon?
No. I will literally. I think I got to do it. I got to literally say, "Will you marry me?" Spring.
You know that's a verbal contract.
By the way, spring begins today. That is an actual real thing there. It changes annually.
Spring starts today, but does that include Florida or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because as far as I know, I've never seen spring.
Yeah, well, then you need to go somewhere else. It's also National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. And why is it native?
Yep, that's on the list.
Why is it native? Is it only the OG HIV/AIDS people that we are aware of?
So who are they classifying as native?
That's what I'm saying. Is it the OG people? Maybe it's the OG people.
Is it Native Americans or?
No, it's like the original people.
Like Patient Zero?
Got HIV and AIDS.
Like this is for Patient Zero or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And you know what we do for those natives on National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day? We give them ravioli because it's also National Ravioli Day.
I thought you were going to say we give them their test results so they can be aware of it.
No, that they have to go check out the sign by Fort Lauderdale Airport to get that done.
Oh, it's also Crawfish Cravers Awareness Day.
See, she has a Louisiana version.
Yeah. I am not looking at a Louisiana thing.
I don't have the crawfish.
I don't have crawfish either.
Must be a Louisiana thing.
Wait. She's got crab. She's got crawfish. Like, they have every STD there is in Louisiana. That's why they don't have signs. They're just like, screw it. We're not testing. We know everybody has them.
It's also the Great American Meat Out. I guess that's how all of those STDs
That's how.
Yeah.
Well, no.
That explains it.
You answered it. No, that's how the National Native HIV/AIDS Day happened from the National Meat Day.
Yeah, a Great American Meat Out. That could be fun. Oh, Hufflepuff Pride Day, International Astrology Day, International Day of Happiness, International
we
Day
just
of...
had that.
No,
like, Jesus Christ, does it have to be happy every day?
But this is international. Right? Okay, the other day was Be Happy Day or something.
Don't worry.
International Earth Day. That should be every day.
All right.
National Brock Beer Day.
Again, National a Louisiana thing.
Day. It's not. I am not reading anything from Louisiana. Not a damn thing.
It sounded Louisiana.
Is that the aliens probe that's sticking out there, Rebel? That's the aliens probe.
The microphone. Anyway.
Are you trying to probe us?
No. Oh God, no. Oranges and lemon day. Maybe that's where your spray tan idea came about. You said proposal.
No, I will tell you where it came about. No, I will tell you where it came about. Okay.
Where?
Get your glow on and celebrate National Spray Tanning Day on the third Thursday in March by getting a fresh spray tan. After the winter, our skin can be dull and dry. Today, on National Spray Tanning Day, prepare to glow all spring and summer with a natural spray tan. In fact, spray tanning is a great way to achieve a healthy head to toe glow and is customizable for any skin tone. Well, obviously they didn't customize it for Trump because he looked ridiculous. But there's more. But wait, there's more. There are two types of spray tanning. The first uses an automated spray booth. The The second uses a professional spray tan artist creating an airbrushed glow using a handheld spray machine. Both options allow for a customizable and desirable color that complements all skin tones. In addition, both types of spray tanning involve being sprayed with a liquid solution that contains dihydroxyacetone, DHA. DHA is a naturally derived.
That does not sound healthy.
DHA is a naturally derived and fermented active ingredient that reacts with your skin to mimic a tan for a temporary amount of time. After gaining
Is this an infomercial?
So this is basically like a chemical burn that they're giving you.
Basically,
but in a natural way.
Well, it does have
and what's
bullet
natural
points
about a chemical burn?
Well, it does have bullet points of the benefits of a spray tan. Okay, so it provides a sun-kissed glow in just minutes. Evens out uneven skin complexion. See, Michael Jackson should have got a spray tan. Gives skin a more toned appearance. Boosts confidence. Rebel, try it out. Can be customized based on your preferences. I'm not talking about your sexual confidence. I'm talking about confidence in every other aspect of your life.
I have
contains vitamins to lock moisture into skin. Gives an even and streak-free tan. Offers an option for tan lines. Like, okay, you're going to get a spray tan and you want tan lines. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. That's probably what Trump did. He goes, can you give me some tan lines under my eyes, around my forehead, and around my cheeks, please?
And a landing strip.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to know.
Just Air Force One style landing strip.
There it is. In Trump one. Offers an option for tan lines, includes optional scents based on your preference. Can you imagine? God. You know what I want to do? This is what I want to do. I want to walk in. Okay. Are you ready? I want to walk into a tanning booth place and ask them if they have the optional scents and like request something like crap. Do you have a shit scent?
Lord help us all.
Well, no, then because I'll just get, because my girlfriend's just really into scat and I just can't do it. So I figured maybe if I got a spray tan and it smelled like shit, that would be enough. Why do you make me break character? Why did you make me break character, Rebel?
This is terrible. God. Can't believe you are so no.
Now is the tan BPA free and growth hormone free?
I'm not quite sure.
Is it organic?
It comes with.
I'm not getting a tan unless it's organic.
Well, I don't think it's organic. The organic kind kills you, actually, to be honest. So maybe we should all be eating organic.
I feel like you said there's two different types of tanning, and I feel like you left out of the third. Just walk out in the sun.
I think that might be the one.
Why
that might be the one. Okay,
get a job at some landscaping company. I don't know.
Just go out for a while.
Juan, I'm sure glad you're here. I'm sure glad that you're here today because I saw in the news this morning that they admitted in the news that some people were deported that were not criminals. So I was like, hope I can do my show today.
No, no. I escaped just barely, but I said, you know what? I have a special show. I have to be there. I cannot get deported today.
That's
and I ran away.
Sunglasses. That's why he's wearing sunglasses.
I'm incognito.
So Rump doesn't recognize him.
Yeah, I went to the school of Superman, so I'm taking his advice. If you want to go incognito, just wear sunglasses. See?
Oh, man.
You recognize me?
So,
now you don't.
and he's the engineer, so he can edit the part out where he took out the.
It'll just be pixelated by the time you see it online.
I was just started watching a new series. I love watching all these, not the documentaries, but the dramas about serial killers. So I just started watching a new one about the happy face killer. Like, I kind of like the happy face killer. Like, it's happy.
My dad.
He's happy. It's National Happiness Day.
Now, if the last thing you see on this earth is a happy face, I can get behind that.
I think he's doing people's service. I think he's doing people's service. Like, kind of miserable, especially now. If he was around now, people are miserable in their lives or unhappy, and he just, lets them die with a smile on his face.
There are worse ways to go, so I'm all for it, man.
Right?
Just spread some positivity out there, Be the last thing you see is a smile.
I have a feeling I only watched the first episode, and I think his granddaughter is going to become a serial killer. And I don't remember if that was in the story or whatever, but because the granddaughter just found out that her grandfather is a serial killer, and now she's hooking up with these other people that are obsessed with serial killers, and I see it coming. I see it in her eyes.
Well,
like,
so
it's like
she doesn't want it on her face.
It's like alcoholism. Alcoholism skips a generation. So is being a serial killer. Did you know that? But by the way, Rebel, is your grandparent a serial killer? Have you ever met a serial killer?
Yes.
Have you ever been threatened by a serial killer?
You could take it as a threat, yes.
How about you, Juan? Have you ever been a serial killer?
I grew up around killers, but I don't know if that would be considered serial,
So yeah, I mean, I was threatened twice by a serial killer. But I'm the pipe man, so can't get rid of the pipe man.
Dun 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 dun.
I hope there's no serial killers watching. I hope there's no serial killers watching or listening right now, because then I just gave them a goal. Okay.
Take it as a challenge, people. Take it as a challenge.
All right. So here's the deal. Forget all the rest of the national days, because there's too many of them.
No, we can't forget the rest of them.
There's one we have to talk about that's the most important of all, and then if we have time, we'll go into the rest of them. How's that sound?
Okay, fine.
Okay. Now, is this one on your list, Rebel?
It's the first
one. This is the best one of all.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible Kids Day. You have that one?
I do. That's the first one on the list, but it's not annually. It's observed on the third Thursday of the March.
Yeah, that is annually. You dingbat. Again, the Louisiana education.
It's
every year on the. It's still annual. Do you understand what annual means?
It's annually, but not on the same day.
Yeah, but you said it's not annual. It is absolutely annual.
You didn't let me finish.
I did let you finish until
day. Date.
You weren't going to say that. Juan, you're the objective observer.
You didn't let me finish.
Was she going to say that? Was she going to finish? It's like always when you correct people, then they say, "Oh, let me finish."
Yep.
Because she didn't let me finish.
I agree with that. And yeah, annual means it happens once a year.
It happens.
It doesn't mean it happens on exactly the same day at exactly the same time. It means it just happens once a year.
I mean, it'd be nice if Thanksgiving, that's also on a Thursday, wasn't annual. It would save a lot of money.
Yep.
Save a lot of turkeys.
And a lot of drama.
Turkey does, as turkey does, turkey do. No, but I really love that it's absolutely incredible Kid Day, because there should be a day for kids, because adults are idiots. Let's not give a days to adults. Give them to kids who are actually can be nice. Well, there's some not so nice kids either.
Okay, but is it for only absolutely incredible kids, or can all kids do this?
Well, no, you can't tell. Forget the participation trophy. They can't participate in being incredible. They just have to be incredible. If they're not incredible, they're not getting to celebrate that day.
Okay, but is it for
kid day?
Do they have to be absolutely incredible, or incredible is just okay?
No, it's registered. It's trademarked. It's absolutely incredible.
So if they're just incredible, they don't make it.
It's just like Tony Robbins says, if you want outstanding results, you need to put out good efforts. If you put out good efforts, you're only going to get average results. So to be an absolutely incredible kid, you have to put out absolutely incredible feats of kiddom.
I like that word, kiddom.
Yeah, see? I'm hashtagging that.
We'll call that word of the week.
Let me read this to you, and maybe you'll get an idea of what absolutely incredible kid day is. And this applies to Rebel too, because she likes to act like a kid. But she's not absolutely incredible, so maybe it doesn't apply. She's a little incredible, but not absolute. Every year, the first words are every year. So annually, every year on the third Thursday in March, Absolutely Incredible Kids Day encourages adults to tell kids how absolutely incredible they are. Now, I'm a little worried about this, okay? Because are we opening the door for pedophiles? Because it doesn't say your kids.
It just say kids.
Yeah.
In
it doesn't
general.
say your kids. So think about it.
So what happens if you don't have kids?
Right. It's kind of creepy. If I go out there and I just go out to after the show and walk up to some random kid and give him a big hug and say, happy, absolutely incredible kid day. Exactly. That's my point.
Here's the thing.
That's my point.
If you're a man doing it, you get arrested. If you're a woman doing it, nothing happens.
You're mom of the year.
No, not true.
They're just saying like, oh, she's so nice. Like,
teachers.
Yeah,
no.
But it takes a lot for those teachers to get busted. And you know what? I wish teachers would have done that to me. What the fuck? How did I get left out?
Right?
Like, it's not a bad thing.
But if you think about it, though, like first of all, the teachers now are getting younger and hotter.
Well, wait a minute. Not only that, but I mean, think about it. So an older woman that is teaching you how to please a woman. I mean, that she's like a godsend to all women everywhere, because without that teacher having sexual relations, then that teenager would never grow up to be the absolutely incredible woman pleaser that they could become by being instructed early on how to do it right.
That's right. She's a teacher. If today's subject is the anatomy of the woman's body, then so be it. I want to get an A+.
I have a question, though. Serious question. Okay. We all have to take in middle school sex ed.
Yes.
So question is, if a teacher is doing a lab with you, is that against the law? You guys don't think so, do you? I mean, think about, the lab would be, she would be performing sexual favors on you. That's the lab. And then you have to put down all your...
what?
Yeah, you have to put down all your results.
You said
yeah.
You know what I think it is? Because, like they say, like, oh, it's only illegal if you ever get caught. But the problem is that these kids are out there, like, bragging about it. And it's not even like, I was abused. It was more like, hey, guess what I did? Like,
and you're going to get caught because a teenager boy is going to brag about it. But, Rebel, you were saying what? Okay, so if you were learning how to dissect a pig, and I say that because this kid must have become a serial killer. Literally, we were dissecting frogs, and he offered to bring a pig in, and we dissected a pig in 5th grade. I have a feeling that was maybe the happy face killer that I went to school with. I'm not sure.
If he was Mexican, no. If he was Mexican, that's just a barbecue.
Yeah, there you go. So
it's called a party, or as you guys might know it, a fiesta.
Okay, so if you're going to learn how to dissect a pig, you go to the lab and you dissect a pig. So I'm thinking if you're going to learn about sex, you're going to a lab to have sex.
You know what I've always wondered?
Does that not make sense, Rebel? What do you always wonder, Juan?
You know how like in sex
that does not
sex
work,
ed,
and that is not how that happens.
We all have this memory of sex ed where they show us the video of the woman giving birth. We want to see the video of the woman making the baby.
Where did they
Wait a minute. The only video I saw was vaginas that had venereal warts on them.
Well, they showed.
That's my memory of sex ed. My memory of sex ed was they had a video up on the screen, like we're in the assembly. There's a whole bunch of us, and it was the grossest shit I ever saw in my life that made me scared of sex to this day.
So for I don't know why they do it this
Louisiana's
way.
Education?
People always say like, oh, sex ed. They show you like they put a condom on a banana or something like that. I say like for me, because sex ed was only a 1-day class, and they showed us a video of a woman giving birth and a woman having she was having an abortion. And they showed us the medical process for it. And they showed us the video of the baby being aborted.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you talk about the education system in Louisiana? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. That's just terrible. Nope.
What's wrong? I don't see anything wrong with
this
that.
is why you should see that in school, because you get the shock factor out of your way faster than if you were to see that as an adult.
Okay, I'm going to share something now I don't think I've ever shared on the air that's going to top all your stories. My getting taught the birds and the bees.
By whom? Your parents?
2 of my brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and basically I have a visual in my head of like sitting there and they're talking to me, and one of them 6 years older, one of them's 11 years older. And one of them said to me that basically he ate, and you reminded me, Rebel, because you brought, or Juan, because you brought it up. He ate a banana out of somebody's hoo-ha. And then my other brother said, "You think that's bad?" And they didn't say it the nice way I'm saying it. I had some girl perform fellatio on me with peanut butter, and it was chunky peanut butter. And I would advise that if any girl ever approaches you, make sure it's creamy peanut butter, because the crunchy shit hurts. That was my birds and the bees. But I have one more thing. One of the brothers, the one 6 years older. So you got to hear the whole thing, though, because there's more to it than you're going to think. He told me, like, basically he lost his virginity at 13. So, you know, sibling rivalry, right? I had a goal. I had a goal to lose my virginity before him. Like, so I had a goal. It had to be done by I was 13. And I accomplished that goal in the Manson caves. Charlie Manson caves. So I lost my virginity there. But now let's fast forward. Let's see, 13. Let's fast forward like 40 to 43 years. Okay. Having a conversation, something comes out about, I think I brought something up about it. He goes, I didn't lose my virginity at 13. I lost it at like 17. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I sat there and worked really hard to achieve this goal to beat you. And I like left you in the dust, man.
Oh. My
So
God.
I lost my virginity at 13 years old based on a lie.
Did
Now
you
I
even
wonder.
care about
Now
the
I
person?
wonder. I'm going to call my other brother. I'm going to find out if the banana's true.
How'd you top a banana?
Had I top a banana?
Yeah.
I lost
He
my
used-
virginity
he used a
in the
pineapple?
Charlie Manson caves and the serial killer's caves. Maybe that's where my obsession is. I don't know. It's possible. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe that's why I always attract the crazies and they get crazier. You know what? I hate to say this, but every woman I've met since thing one makes her look sane. And that, like, oh my God, she's the most insane person on the planet. How did that happen? Oh my, I don't understand it. And so thing two, I got married to her because I had sex with her by mistake. And she didn't get eaten by the alligators. So
I still don't understand the mistake part. You know,
He
how
tripped
can you,
and fell, okay?
He
It
did
happens.
slip on a banana peel. He
It
did not.
happens. He was trying to show
Wait a
her the
minute.
trick with the banana. He slipped on the peel, and things
Wait
just
a minute.
progressed from there.
wait a minute. I'm not going to say who, but I was talking to somebody on TikTok and I did mention this, and somebody I know, not a stranger, somebody I know. Okay. And she said same. She said same.
For the
So
mistake,
apparently
or
I'm not the only one that has sex by mistake.
Okay. Was it a mistake before it happened or after it happened? Because if that's the case, a lot of people
I
just
don't
say,
view
"Yeah,
it as a mistake in a bad way. I'm just saying it wasn't like on purpose. It was by accident.
I still don't understand how sex can be by accident.
Well, then you just haven't lived life, have you?
Apparently, not that kind of life. I mean, I do it on purpose.
I'll also tell you, okay, my stepmother had the same exact birthday as me. She was 11 years older than me, so same age as two of my brothers, 20 years younger than my father. Batshit crazy, but my mother was batshit crazy too. I think those might be reasons I like the batshit crazy. I don't know. I kind of like the batshit crazy, to be honest. But so, and I met my stepmother when I was 12 years old, and my dad said, meet your new mother, and we're moving to California in 3 days, and you can never tell a living soul. And then they were married for 3 years, divorced for 10. My dad had a quadruple bypass. They got back together and they had a kid who's younger than all four of my kids. But here's what's interesting.
There's more.
One of the reasons my father really loved her is he used to brag about they had sex with her in the Mile High Club. Have you done the Mile High Club, Juan? Does your generation even know what that means? Because Mile High Club was done when we used to smoke on planes too.
well, they're starting to come back with airplanes that have beds now, so it's more accessible now than it used to be before.
See, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I've seen that too. Like when I'm traveling to do festivals over in Europe, and the chair like turns into a bed, man. It's so cool.
Oh no!
But that's not the Mile High Club.
There are some
because-
airplanes that have like full-on beds now. Like it's not even a chair; it's just a bed.
Oh wow!
They're
Well, there you go.
specifically for
Yeah.
the Mile High Club.
Are they really?
Okay.
No,
Oh yeah. Yes.
So-
Yes.
maybe
Are they
there
owned
are
by
some, but the ones
Disney?
that I've seen, it's just a bed. It's kind of like a mini apartment.
Are they owned by Disney? Listen,
No.
I wouldn't want to have sex
No.
in the bathroom of an airplane because I can't even piss in the bathroom of an airplane without getting it all over the place.
If I'm inside the bathroom of an airplane, I don't think any woman is small enough to fit in there with me.
Yeah, listen, when I go to the bathroom to take a piss and then every time you do that, you hit turbulence. And then all of a sudden, like I'm banging up against the sink and peeing in the sink.
You know what I think it is? I think the pilots have a sensor light that tells them every time someone enters the bathroom, so they just create turbulence.
They do. 100% they do. So, yeah.
It's too coincidental to be a coincidence. You know, like every time you go into the bathroom, you get turbulence.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. What was I going to call women and ask them, Rebel? Rebel, that's dead air. When I ask a question, answer it.
I said that you would call and ask if they would marry you.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Who shall we call?
Can you not hear?
Should I play Russian roulette?
I don't know.
Like with my contact list?
Oh no, that's not a good idea. You might call a guy.
Sure, that's a good way.
Well, no, they have to be a female. There has to be rules.
Yes.
Just like licking buttholes, there has to be rules. Just licking buttholes. Yeah,
they come with their own banana.
Well, while you do that, I'll tell you about the Love Cloud. It's join the Mile High Club flight pricing. Okay, there's live out your wildest dreams with Love Cloud's private Mile High Club flights. So yeah, okay.
Now, are these flights that actually
High Club without being squished into the regular bathroom?
Are these flights that actually go somewhere, or do they just take you up in the air so you can do your deed and then they bring you back down to the same place that you left?
That is specifically exactly what it is. It's the Mile High Club. It's out of Vegas.
So it doesn't go anywhere. It just takes you up in the air. You do your deed and then you come back.
I figured out what I'm going to do, and we're not going to do it today. I figured it out. I was looking through my contact list, and I figured it out. Okay? I am going to do a contest for winning festival tickets. And we will call people live on the air. Okay? And I will ask them to marry me, and whoever says yes gets to win the festival tickets. That's a pretty good idea, right, Rebel?
She's frozen.
Yeah, see, I was wondering if it was me. She keeps freezing up. Okay. So
it's me, I think.
It is you. It's always you. That's what we just found out. It's been her the whole time. It's not me. It's
always
been her
me.
the whole time.
It's not us. It's you.
I mean, just look at
today.
Look at
today.
What the studio looks like behind her, and you wonder why she has problems. I mean that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is back there, Spider Woman?
I feel like even Picasso was more organized than her.
Aliens.
Folks, for those of you that don't know, the background she's using is a picture of how her brain works. All right, let's. No men can win that. What? Yeah, no men can win that. That's true. You cannot enter. What men? We'll give you another contest. We'll have Rebel call the men and ask them to marry her. How about that? Will that work?
I am not doing that. No, no. It's a verbal contract. You know you can get sued, right? That is a verbal contract.
I'm already divorced twice. What are they going to take from me? What are they going to take from me?
Your bills?
I don't know.
They can take that.
Listen, there was a comedian a long time ago that used to do a skit that it was brilliant because it was so true. Like this dude, he stopped, worrying about divorce. And he just started every time a woman wanted to marry him, he just said, here's half. Bye. Like in other words, he already knows they're going to take the half. So he just gave it to him, and kept going.
And that's called staying 10 steps ahead.
That's chess. That's chess right there.
5-minute mark.
5-minute mark.
What do you mean 5-minute mark? It's already 1:50.
5-minute mark. 5 minute.
Why is it the 5-minute mark?
Geez,
it's over, you dingbat. Are you see? That's why all
I
the
know.
shows on
I
the
gotta
station are going long.
5 minutes till I have to go.
She's given 5-minute marks.
She's lagging in real life.
When the show's supposed to be over, and then when I say to them, "You're going 5 minutes
No.
over," they're like, "What are you
Gotta
talking
go.
about? I'm just getting off when Rebel tells me to get off."
Now we know why.
Do all the women get off when you tell them to get off, Rebel?
No.
I don't tell women.
Charles,
Okay, thank you
Charles,
very
have
much.
you ever gotten off because Rebel
Sorry,
told you to get off?
not playing in that field.
I'm asking Charles. I'm not asking you. I want real. I don't want fake news. You'll give us
Now
fake
you
news.
know,
You'll give us
good. You
fake
ask.
news.
listeners.
All right.
Give
So
fake
anyway,
news. I do not.
That's about it for this
Not ever.
test.
We gotta go.
It was an absolute disaster. This whole test was an absolute disaster. And Charles said no. He's in big trouble now. Okay. So that's Comcast calling me to see how the show went. Okay. I'm not kidding you. Because I told them to call me today to see how it went. Okay. So there they are. They'll have to call me back, but we gotta go.
Gotta go.
Tune in Monday for
I gotta
Motivational Monday,
Yes.
Travel Tuesday, What the Fuck Wednesday next week, The Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio. Next week, we're going to be talking a lot about podcasts and radio and TV because the Pipeman's starting the Pipeman Radio Tour at Podcast Movement and National, NAB, National Association of Broadcasters. So thanks a lot for listening. Thanks a lot for being here. And if you aren't listening and you weren't watching, thank you too, because you would have probably annoyed me. All right. That's it. You've listened to the Adventures of Pipeman here on W4CY Radio, W4CY.com. And, roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.